Then they lined up in an army-style format and marched into the home of Bhai Joga Singh. 7 members of the family, including women and children, lay on their munchies as the police started to launch their assault on them. One by one, each person was then mercilessly sprayed with hundreds of bullets as they screamed and cried out in fear. First, 45-year-old Bhai Batan Singh, the father of Bhai Joga Singh, held up his hands and pleaded his innocence but was assassinated. Second, 40-year-old Bibi Darshan Kaur, mother of Bhai Joga Singh, who tried to stand and stop the police, was killed. Third, 28-year-old Bibi Harjinder Kaur, the chachi of Bhai Joga Singh, who at the time was feeding her 10-month-old daughter, Gurdwara Kaur, screamed at the butchers to at least spare her baby, but they did not listen and they were both heartlessly gunned down. Then their children were shot dead in the same ghastly manner. 15-year-old Bibi Madandeep Kaur, the sister of Bhai Joga Singh, begged for her life, but she was thrown to the ground as the murderers riddled her face with bullets. 2-year-old Kappa Yadwinder Singh, cousin of Bhai Joga Singh, who was too young to even fully understand what was happening around him, was executed by being shot point blank in the head. Finally came the turn of 5-year-old Bibi Rajveer Kaur, who also the cousin of Bhai Joga Singh. When she saw her family members being horrifically murdered in front of her, she tried to run into the kitchen and hide, trying to at least save herself from becoming a victim of the police brutality. But even Bibi Rajveer Kaur was not spared. After the massacre, the police ransacked the house looking for money and other goods. The butchers then left unfazed by the horror they had just committed. This brutal incident exposed the true face of the Indian government and its inhumane treatment towards the Sikhs. The family home of Shaheed Bhai Joga Singh Ji, that was once full of joy and happiness, lies in ruins. Furthermore, 10 years ago, 4 Sikh human rights activists from the UK documented all of this. They put videos together, they collected and collated all the photos. They have now been targeted. One of them was Gurdwara Singh Southall, who sits in Southall jail today. The other 3 are on extradition court cases, being sentenced to death and face the death penalty in Punjab and torture, and they have been trying to extradite from the UK to India. For those who stand against oppression, you will be targeted. It doesn't matter what country you're in, for Sikhs. So it's so important that in their yard 30 years later, we light candles just to remember them. We are so easily speaking about other genocides and horrific atrocities which take place, which is important as well. But let's not forget our ihtiyat and our sacrifices. If you look at those pictures and you see that baby